Hi friends, welcome back. We're going to be talking about all the new releases I'm excited to check out in July of 2024. So let's just dive right into it. I'm not here to give a huge intro today. I've already filmed 3 other videos. I'm tired. So on July 2nd, one that I'm very excited to read is Bound to the Shadow Prince by Ruby Dixon. I am a huge Ruby Dixon fan. So as you know, if you've read any of her stuff or know who she is, she does paranormal romances. So this one, we follow a princess who is imprisoned in a tower for 7 years to protect her kingdom. She shares her confinement with a fearsome enemy warrior. As time passes, their animosity transforms into a complex and forbidden love. So, yep. This kind of is giving me the same vibes as like Bad Guy and Worst Guy. So I am excited. I really liked Bad Guy. So, also on July 2nd, we have The Night Ends with Fire by KX Song. This is a fantasy romance / Mulan retelling. The main character disguises herself as a boy to join the army in her opium-addicted father's place. She earns respect and forms a bond with Sky, a prince, but faces visions of a sea dragon spirit offering power at a deadly price. She must choose between loyalty, love, and her kingdom's fate. And then we also have The Undermining of Twyla and Frank by Megan Bannon. This is a fantasy romance, and this is the sequel to The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. We are also getting The Love of My Afterlife by Christy Greenwood. This is just a romance. I mean, I guess it kind of has magical elements, but I don't think it's a fantasy technically. So we follow Delphi, recently deceased, meets her soulmate in the afterlife. And then on July 9th, we're getting The Game Changer by Lana Ferguson. This is a hockey romance. I have 2 of her other books. I have The Nanny and I have The Fake Mate that I really want to read, like, soon. So this follows our main characters after a public breakup. Hockey star Ian Chase teams up with Delilah Baker, a local baking show star, and his best friend's sister to improve his image. This has a fake relationship turned real. Yeah, I'm gonna read it. I don't know how soon I'm gonna read it, but I'm gonna read it. We're also getting Daughters of Olympus by Hannah M. Lynn. This is a fantasy. I thought this might have elements of romance, but I don't think it's going to. So this follows Demeter, the goddess of spring, is shattered by a past assault and isolates with her daughter Persephone. Persephone, longing for the mortal world, is kidnapped by Hades and discovers her own power. Their struggle against gods and mortals shape the fate of the world. I'm curious about this one because I am used to like a Hades and Persephone retelling where it's like romantasy. But I don't know if this is going to have that, if it's just going to be a fantasy version. So we'll see. We're also getting The Sky on Fire by Jen Lyons. This is another just fantasy. Surviving with her Titan Drake in the jungle, is rescued by an adventuring party needing her help to steal from a dragon's horde in the Cloud Cities. She must confront her past and the powerful regent who wants her dead. Sounds interesting. I'm here for it. We're also getting The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst, which I am very excited for. I have an arc for this. I just have not gotten to it. But I feel really bad because this is like one of my most anticipated releases of the year. I love her writing. So this is a cozy fantasy romance following, I'm going to say Keela, who is a reclusive librarian. I'm sold. Who flees a revolution with stolen spellbooks. On her home island, she opens a spell shop to help the drained town, risking death for sharing magic. As she bonds with her quirky neighbors, she learns to break down her emotional walls. I am excited for this one. And then on July 16th, we're getting Hate to Fake It to You by Amanda Sellett. This is a contemporary romance. I also have an arc of this one and I haven't gotten to it. I'm sorry. So Libby Lane's fake influencer persona, Lilibet, attracts real attention, forcing her and her friends to maintain the charade. When a Media Dynasty member and a perceptive wildlife photographer arrive, Libby's attraction to the photographer and the escalating lies threaten to expose the truth. We're also getting The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey, so a new Tessa Bailey book. Right on the heels of the other one that just came out. So this is a hockey romance. I'm not going to elaborate because we all know what to expect from Tessa Bailey at this point. Will I read it? Yes. Will I like it? Probably yes. I'm easy to please, I guess. But yeah. We're also getting Beautiful Villain by Rebecca Kenny. This is a fantasy romance. Our main character reunites with her childhood love, who now possesses dark powers and immortality. Entangled in wealth, lies, and violence, Daisy must choose between her love for Gatsby, the male main character, and the threats surrounding them. And then I'm very excited because I have this pre-ordered already. We're getting Apples Dipped in Gold by Scarlett St. Clair. This is another fantasy romance. So this is, I don't know that it's the sequel technically, but it's the follow-up to Mountains Made of Glass, which I loved, and I'm very excited for this one. So it follows an orphan named Samara, who is escaping abusive brothers, is ambushed by the Fey Prince of Nightshade, Lore, who has secretly pined for her. Lore's struggle between his poisonous power and his love for Samara leads them through danger and desire. We're also getting The Ex-Vows by Jessica Joyce. This is another contemporary romance where Georgia and her ex, Eli, must organize their best friend's wedding together. As they rekindle old chemistry and face new challenges, Georgia must decide if breaking her rules can lead to a renewed relationship with Eli. So it's a second chance romance. We're getting a new Julie Soto book. So that is Not Another Love Song. This is a contemporary romance with music. Musical prodigies Gwen and Xander clash over their new role as first chair in their orchestra. Their onstage chemistry and offstage rivalry ignite a romance that must withstand public scrutiny and their own ambitions. And then we're getting a lot in July. The West Passage by Jared Pekacek, I'm gonna say. This is a fantasy with the West Passage unguarded and a beast starring the young mother of Grey House and an unnamed apprentice must cross paths, facing school teachers, monsters, and miracles to save their world from impending doom. We're getting a nonfiction, which I think people may find pretty interesting, and it's called Freaky Folklore, Terrifying Tales of the World's Most Elusive Monsters and Enigmatic Cryptids. So this is exploring the history and culture of 100 mythical creatures through detailed stories and illustrations. I actually kind of check this out. I hope we get it at the library because I don't know that I want to own this technically, but it would be fun, and I think I'm probably going to include this one potentially in a future niche nonfiction because I am doing a cryptids thing, so yeah. July 23rd, I just have one book listed, and that is Slow Dance by Rainbow Rowell. So this is an adult romance. This is an adult romance. I haven't read any of their other stuff because it's all YA, and it's really, I've heard it's good if you like YA romance, but I haven't been in the mood really, so I am excited to see the level of writing and the voice and stuff that everybody seems to enjoy in a adult novel, so I am going to pick this one up. This follows Shiloh and Carrie, who were best friends in high school, but life took them in different directions. They reunite at a wedding. They confront their past, rediscovering their love amid challenged lives and lingering emotions. So we're getting a lot of like second chance romances at weddings this year. Last but not least, we have on July 30th, Five Brothers by Penelope Douglas. This is a dark romance. This sounds like it might be a Why Choose, just based on the title. Yes, a woman caught between five complex brothers, each with his own demons and desires, must navigate a world of dark secrets and intense passion. As she struggles to return to her old life, one brother's unexpected tenderness challenges her resolve. Those are all the books that I am excited for in July of this year. It's a lot. I'm going to have a lot on my plate, but from the look of it, I was checking it out. My library is going to be getting every single one of these, so I'm very excited for that because it's going to save me a bunch of money. Anyways, let me know down in the comments which ones you're most excited for, and as always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you want to see more from me, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Bye!
Shut it out, I don't mind my problem.